Hey guys, it's me, the Gaming Cubedora. We're gonna be reacting to Arachnid Youth's new video, which I think is actually a very pathetic video. It's horrible response to all of his drama, which is actually his behavior and his degeneracy. This is gonna be a quick stream. I just want to react to his behavior. His behavior is just not cool. You know, it's just not cool. Just trying to. I'm still kind of new to the using my fucking thing, so don't know exactly what I'm doing right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go on YouTube, Among Us stream. Where the fuck is my YouTube? Okay, there we go. Here we are. Am I actually live right now? Should say, yeah, it should say I'm live right now. It should say I'm live right now. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I am indeed live. That's cool. We're gonna be reacting to the Arachnid Youth bullshit video. I've only watched it once, really, and I found it bullshit then, and I find it bullshit now. This video is objective. It's just, to summarize real quick, Arachnid Youth has been caught. You know, basically, in Discord server and SK server and bullshit. He was, first off, it was like already a problem he had beforehand, that he said that he changed, or like people thought he changed. And his whole, it comes down to defense of lolicon, which if you didn't know was Japanese. The term lolicon itself is Japanese anime fucking child porn. But in his defense, he's just defending all forms of animated cartoon CP in general. And it's just fucking disgusting. And I just want to watch this defense video that he has. Where he's like,
Dante Networking lets AV professionals route audio anywhere on their network. With so many products using.
And there's even been newer stuff that's just been released recently. Like there's actually been a new Google Doc. With more evidence of him making Rule 34 of this shit. Him making this shit. Where he puts his self-insert of himself, which is supposed to be himself, and he's like a 21-year-old man. And even though his character, his OC is supposed to be a Spider teen, it's, even in that regard, it's fucking weird, because like, oh yeah, your OC character that is self-insert is a fucking teenager, so you aged him up like that. You made him that age, you made them a kid, and you're putting your OC character in those uncomfortable adult situations, but you're also doing that within like other actual canon, like characters, whatever. And it's just like, it's so weird. It's degenerate behavior. For example, he made a self-insert thing with him and Spider-Gwen, and it's just like so weird.
Hello everybody, it's me, your friendly neighborhood, and I went on a milk run for quite a bit. It's pretty obvious at this point I stepped away because I was facing some heinous allegations of pedophilia due to an argument about cartoon porn with terminally online Spider-Man fans SK and League Entertainment's own comic legend, and my mental state took a massive dip as a result of dealing with their stupidity. As you guys know, I'm a self-admitted degenerate, and I have not shied away from showing that in my content.
Let's go back to that fucking shit, right? Degenerate. Well, yeah, you are a degenerate, but like, I don't know. We should be like proudly. I don't think you should be proudly associating yourself in that case. Like, there's two types of degeneracy: the ones you could be proud of, and then the proud, ironic degeneracy. Oh, I just robbed a Walmart. Versus like unironic, like bad behavior coming from you, and this just like, I don't know. maybe I should just continue, but like it feels weird to me that you're just like, oh yeah, I'm a degenerate. Yeah, I love my videos. Oh yeah, I got allegations and shit on me, but like, hey, I'm not taking any of it really serious because I know they're bullshit. And it's just like, Arachnid, there's a lot of evidence against you, and your fucking fan base, your audience. No offense to y'all, but like y'all are idiots when it's the most point obvious. You even fucking confessed on multiple accounts. You told on yourself on multiple accounts of this shit. And you contradict yourself back and forth, and in SK's fucking video, you hardly fucking defended yourself. You would be terrible in a courtroom. Like, you are a pretty terrible debater. Let's get back to this shit. I don't know why it won't play when I have it in the thing, so I might have to do like this occasionally.
Hello everybody, it's me, your friendly neighborhood, and I went on a milk run for quite a bit. It's pretty obvious at this point I stepped away.
Milk run, hahaha, funny comedy in a very serious video about allegations, such as defending CP, animated cartoon CP. And again, for any of you fucking numbnuts who are like, oh, I don't see what's wrong with Arachnid Youth's argument. My god, it really is just a cartoon. What do you think cartoons base themselves on? Where do you think cartoons come from? Real life. And a lot of the times when these creators are animators and making a fucking cartoon that you consume, they think about this shit like, oh my fucking god, a kid character, or a teenager character, or like fucking brown hair, blonde hair. They base that off of fucking reality that we live in. Real life, bro. They draw people's bodies, even if it's a more absurd cartoon shit. It's still very much like, oh yeah, inspired by real life art, inspired by like, it just like, humans exist, and there's gonna be humans in cartoons, and therefore by that argument with humans in cartoons, they want to have a similar, even if you're a mutant or a humanoid alien, you're gonna have that similar autonomy made into you, because that's what real life autonomy is based upon, and that's what we have. For example, a guy in a cartoon is gonna have a dick because guys in real life have dicks, okay? And it's weird to me when you do fucking gross shit like this with minor characters, underage minor characters, because by the argument, like I just said, the cartoon kid who not only looks like a kid visually, which is like very well known to like when an artist draws a kid character for the purpose of the storytelling of the writing of a kid character, they draw it like a kid. Draw it based off a kid, you fucking bastards. And a lot of times you sick degenerate freaks, y'all know that, and y'all draw this fucking disgusting shit with that in mind, with a kid character, like, oh, it looks like a kid, but who cares? It's just like, fuck, man, it's just so disgusting, and it's just like, I don't know. Again, anyone who has a defense for Arachnid Youth's argument, it's pretty fucking terrible. It's terrible in every way. It's just, it is terrible. It is fucking abysmal. Anyways, chat. Don't think I see you here yet. Yeah, I don't see you here. Back to the video.
The way because I was facing some heinous allegations of pedophilia due to an argument about cartoon porn with terminally online Spider-Man fans, SK, and League Entertainment.
You are a pedophile, bro. The basic definition of pedophile is any sort of minor, like, attraction to minors. You're not a predator, because predators are ones who go after them in real life, and his whole argument is you're only a pedophile if you physically abuse someone. No, you can be a fucking pedophile even if you don't do that shit. You can still have victims without physically abusing them. That's why a lot of motherfuckers who are pedophiles who get exposed also get exposed for grooming online for discussion and talk, even if they don't ever actually physically get to that point. Because that's still emotional manipulation. It's still emotional manipulation, grooming, all that type of shit. Man. It's not just a physical abuse, right? And that was one of his defenses. And he's saying, oh, it's just cartoon porn. First off, why the fuck are you watching cartoon porn? You have a girlfriend? And it's just like, and two, it's fucking underage minors. If it was it's just like with regular porn, it's still generated imagery of a fucking child. Taking a quick look. It's so fucking. It's enraging. It's fucking enraging. And his argument sucks ass, no matter what it is. Arachnid Youth is a fucking piece of shit. And it's just like, yeah, it's just, he's fucking gross. And again, the whole cartoon porn argument would never fucking work. And it's just a mental illness. It's just a mental fucking illness. And him and other lolicon fucking enjoyers just don't see the problem with it. It's just so depressing. So depressing. Paint. The paint from my mask is going in my mouth again. But yeah. Apologies for that. Back to reacting to Arachnid Youth. I live in a busy place. But God, Arachnid. And the surprise twist that surprised nobody. It turns out I'm not some predator. You're right, you're not a predator. You're a pedophile. It's still gross regardless. It's still messed up regardless. You're defending fucking child porn. You don't see what's wrong with that? And for like a lot of video games, it's cartoons. Cartoons draw. Even then, you see kid characters in cartoons, just like in real life. Just because they're like two-dimensional, doesn't change the fact that they look youthful and they look like fucking vulnerable, and they just look fucking like kids. Come on, it's just like. And when you have shit like that with that explicit Rule 34 bullshit, it just makes my stomach turtle. Because it's fucking gross. It's just. And again with the argument was like, oh, it's just cartoons. Cartoons come from. Fiction comes from the real. Like. The ideas of imaginary fucking, like, reality. But it's still very much based within our. Because, hey, guess what? We're alive, and. Hey, we make a cartoon of her. Like, oh, I make a cartoon of myself, but I'm. Whatever. Cartoon porn is an argument that is weak as shit. It's still a child character, technically. And we are saying that age, technically locked in, unless like a future adaptation changes their age, where they're even then, that particular version of the character or whatever, and that canon thing at the time, would still be the kid. Sure, you could, and then another argument comes on with like aging up. Yeah, you can age up characters canonically, but again, with his case when he's defending like word girl and shit, why did you need to age up this character for your fucking fetish? Why did you have to age up this character for like porn? And even then, I go against that very basic thing. I think aging up only works for like regular fanfiction. Like, oh yeah, this character is like, when they were happy when they're 10, they're depressed at 40 or whatever, you know? It's just like dumb shit like that. That's not the case here, and that's not the case with Arachnid Youth. It's just, I'm napping on a little bit too much within the first 15 seconds, and I gotta get back in here. Keep forgetting that my fucking lane's broken.
Comic legend, and my mental state took a massive dip as a result of dealing with their stupidity. As you guys know, I'm something degenerate, and I have not shied away from showing that in my content, because my content isn't made for kids. But due to my own personal issues, that degeneracy had taken front and center to the point where I thought it was a good idea to argue about cartoon porn to these people, because, hey, I got the facts. You can't argue facts given by a literal professional. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those same facts that were from like years ago that could be proven wrong, proven falsely. These studies from professionals. Yeah, you do realize not every professional is a professional. And not every professional is right. And even a lot of facts and statistics and graphs can be proven wrong through age and time and through fucking human societal growth. And your fucking professional readings about this shit, it's just sugarcoating bullshit and nonsense. It's just nonsense. And it can be proven wrong, and it is objectively wrong, and it's just... Again, SK brought up a great point. A lot of people used to think back then that being gay was a mental illness. And that was wrong then, and it's wrong now. But a lot of scientists and professionals write studies on that shit. And you're just as stupid and as foolish now using your lolicon defense with that psychology right there for the defending your CP as much as you're wrong for saying gay people were a mental illness. But of course you don't want to admit you're wrong, and you don't want to admit that you should try to be better, and you just want to make excuses and then say, oh, my therapist didn't think it was a problem. Well, that's later into the video, but your therapist is a fucking moron.
Turns out I was wrong about that. On Twitter, you can actually argue with the facts and somehow win because the facts don't agree with your feelings. And it's also pretty bullshit that SK used gay people as a shield and why you shouldn't listen to professionals, because once upon a time...
He wasn't using it as a shield like, oh, it's just... Arachnid gets to the point of, oh yeah, bullshit on SK using them as a shield. Because I'm just gonna play it more so, and then I want to make my defense against
classified being gay as mentally ill. Okay, buddy, if that's gonna be your go-to defense, allow me to be the one to tell you that that's a very slimy and underhanded way to downplay people who were victimized for 20 years that that classification was put in place. So let me be the bearer.
It's not downplaying them. It's actual argument, because a lot of motherfuckers in that time period who are the same levels of these type of professionals you're trying to use for your psychology, the same type of psychological studies, that same type of bullshit that you're trying to use for your argument can be applied then too. SK is not just saying, oh yeah, gay people, here we go, that's my thing, oh yeah, blah blah blah, whatever your fucking thing is. It's just actual good argument, because it's just like, yeah, a lot of these asshole psychologists used to think gay people were a mental illness, but unlike them, what you're trying to prove as a point actually is a mental illness. And it's just like, you play this whole card like, oh, you're downplaying the victims for hundreds of years type of shit. No, SK's not doing that. No one's doing that when they use that argument. You're just, again, getting mad that you're getting called out for this.
They're bad news. That had nothing to do with our discussion. And they couldn't do the legality route, so they switched to morality, which is already the slippery slope fallacy that has already been...
Legality argument. The worst argument for anyone like. Again, legality doesn't... For most of the time, right? Excuse me. Legality does play into a part, because a lot of times legality does step into like, oh yeah, age of consent and shit. And CP, ban states and ban countries, banning CP, because like, yeah. So it's when legality and morality could be on the same page. But a lot of the time, morality can be on a higher stance than legality. Because some people say, oh, this shit's not illegal in my state, that means it's not bad. Oh, fuck it, just means your state's fucking outdated. And that legality's fucking fucked. Morally, societally, naturally, it's wrong. Again, oh my god. Arachnid Youth's whole fucking video is just like this bullshit the entirety of the way. I would recommend watching Colin's video if you want a more professional type of reply from me, because I'm not gonna be, like, if you want more of a professional response, like professional responses, watch Colin's video or watch SK's debate with Arachnid Youth. I'm just here to just basically be mad at Arachnid Youth, and I'm disappointed in him. I used to love his content, but he just came out here defending this shit, and it's just like, fuck you, you fucking ass. It's just like, you don't see the problem here? Are you fucking for real? Like, are you fucking for real right now? It's just like, oh yeah, here's my quick live stream. Like, are you fucking for real right now? Just like, oh yeah, here's my quick life thing. Are you fucking for real right now? My bad. Okay, yeah. Let's get back into this fucking...
Proven wrong, as I mentioned in the call. And to add more salt in the wound, Chris fucking Hansen, the pedophile himself, has weighed in on this topic with this to say. Please stop sending me links to cartoons.
Okay, pulling the Chris Hansen card when Chris Hansen's not even that really good of a good pedo catcher. Just like the predator poachers, he was just technically just a vigilante trying to catch pedophiles. And yeah, he did have more of a lawful side to him. But at the same time, it's just, yes, I don't disagree with exposing these guys. I mean, obviously, they need to be exposed, they need to be caught, they need to be stopped, they need to be talked down. I'm talking down against you after all. But a lot of the time with predator poachers and even Chris Hansen, a lot of the time shit can be slipped past. A lot of the time these motherfuckers can't be stopped because of the intervention of like Chris Hansen. And it's just like, the Chris Hansen move is such a terrible downplay move, and you know that. And this whole shit right here, please stop sending me links to cartoon porn. Yeah, at this point, it's just like, he's not saying cartoon porn of these underage minors characters is not disgusting. He's not saying that. He literally says he finds it distasteful. It's just not relevant to him catching the actual physical abusers. But it's still pedophilia nonetheless. It's just deprived more of an internet status to pedophilia that anyone with a common brain, common thinking status could be like, oh yeah, that's wrong, and I should talk you down. He says it's not relevant to his work because it's more relevant to like internet drama to talk you down and hope you can be better. And it's not actually like some kind of EDP 445 type of shit. It's still amongst that pedophilia, but like, it's not relevant to Chris Hansen, but it's relevant to us. Arachnid Youth.
Porn. I find it distasteful, but it's not relevant to my work. Now, mind you, this man has been doing this for the past, I want to say, better half of almost, I want to say 30 years at this point. And he has been surrounded by a lot of psychologists who give him insight to how these people's brains work. And if he's literally telling you...
Again, with the whole psychology argument, you do realize a lot of the... Yes, science, facts, cool. A lot of the time, people can be wrong, though. Especially with psychology and mental health. That's why it's more important now than ever to focus on it and to do better with it. And it's just more important now than ever for people to study this shit of mental health and mental stability. And you're pulling this card like, oh, the last few years of like, Chris Hansen knows these psychologists. These psychologists are providing a false narrative half the time whenever it's like, oh yeah, CP, cartoon CP. No, when it's live action, when it's real life, yeah, they're gonna say it's bad, but like, oh, cartoon, yeah. And that's your whole argument, but it's cartoon, real life, they're the same thing. It's CP regardless. It's minors in a fucking adult fucking sexual situation. And that's fucking gross. They're underdeveloped. They're not naturally developed. They're going through puberty. They're learning. They're growing. They're young. They're in the middle of their life cycle. It's just... God, I hate Arachnid Youth so much. This is so disgusting. And what's worse with this? What is worse with this shit? His argument about, oh, like, I don't know. It's just, again, watch Colin, watch SK, whatever, for more professional things. I'm just here to be like, fuck you, Arachnid. And again, it'd be one thing if it was like adult animated characters, fine, okay, that would be just regular cartoon porn. I'm against porn regardless, but like, if it was two adult characters, because yeah, adults should be having sex. Because that's when you're consentful, that's when you're ready, that's when you are mentally prepared, that's when you can handle the aftermaths of stuff, that's when you can handle the pros and consequences of shit. Who the fuck is banging your fucking car outside? I am... My bad for that interruption. Adult... It's just common shit, man. It's just common civil decency, basic human decency. Common thinking. basic brain ability. Yeah, he's just... God, I hate Arachnid Youth so much.
That cartoon point has nothing to do with his work. What does that tell you? And on top of that, other child protection agencies have gone on record to complain about the false reports they've gotten over cartoon porn and have explicitly asked people to stop sending them. And while I'm here, I think it's also a good time to debunk a lot of speculation surrounding this whole drama, if you can even call it that. We've already gone over the fact that this argument was in fact about cartoon porn and CP.
What his fucking argument is? It should be noted that I have never defended. This is literally bullshit. This is literally bullshit. You have defended this multiple times with characters like Jenny from My Life as a teenage robot. Teenage. It's literally in the name. To fucking Word Girl, to Penny Parker. Your excuse for that was, haha, it's funny. I've seen a lot of people do that too, where it's like, it's dark humor, bro. Really? Weaponizing CP is it humor to you? That's funny to you? That's objectively wrong. I know humor is subjective for a lot of people, and we all have our different likes and tastes and loves for humor and laughing. But we can all come together and say that shit's not right to laugh at, because that's just disgusting. It's vile. Sexual. It is one thing if it's like motherfuckers making sexual-esque jokes and innuendos, whatever. But when you actually have someone making these sexual faces, like a ego and shit like that, it's already not funny as it is, because it's like, okay, whatever, it's fucking sex. Like, if it's already like a consensual characters, it's still not funny then, and it's even less funny when it's a fucking child doing that shit. And I don't get people who say, oh, it's dark humor that we use to troll. How is it humorous? There has to be a line when it comes to humor, right? I know South Park has this one character say, well, everything's on the limits of laughing or not. But there has to be a line of humor, right? Humor, like a lot of things in life, is a balanced act. Especially with morality. I haven't even brought up the argument of morality really yet. I've just been bringing up the argument of just, like, naturally how shit's stupid and wrong. But morally, it's bad, it's terrible, it's evil, it's cruel, it's morally vile, it's just morally wrong because you're breaking your moral compass, you're breaking your morals and just doing something that's an act that's considered morally wrong by all societal standards and societal life and human life, and just it's cruelty to the children, it's victimization of the children. It's just like it's this guy's basically fucking Dan Schneider in the Spider-Man suit. Maybe a little more, that joke is a little more like excessive. He's not as bad as Dan Schneider, but people like this in general. It's not a rank system. Pedophilia is pedophilia. It's fucking gross. EP, Arachnid Youth, Vosh, who also defends CP. He defends real life CP, so it's just like, oh, okay. That's something. You know, etc. You got these terrible people that I just can't stand, and they're fucking.
And several lies and narratives have stemmed from the very inflammatory language in order to make the situation look worse than what it actually was. For example, claims that I use CP to entice my audience. Yeah, that's obviously.
You said that. You've literally said that before in the past. You've literally said that, yeah, one time that you didn't have any ideas, you couldn't think of anything, so you use a fucking disgusting thumbnail to entice your subscribers. Again, this is a point pulled up in Colin's recent video, but like, you've done this, Arachnid. You've done this already. You can't say you haven't tried used this to entice my audience when you have used fucking underage minor characters in that, again, adult situation, which is fucking disgusting. Regardless of if it's a fucking cartoon, it's still, I've said so many times, but a cartoon child is still it's still a child nonetheless. Think of it this way: in the cartoon world, that's real life. For fictional creatures, cartoon, of course, that's real. And again, like our real lives where children are underdeveloped, kids cartoons, kids in cartoons are underdeveloped too. We literally see them grow, from whatever, and it's just, again, like this argument, would you not find it weird if someone started doing this shit with, like, Maggie from The Simpsons, or fucking, like, SK and Colin had brought up Mayday from Across the Spider-Verse? No, you would obviously find that fucking deranged and fucking weird and fucking disgusting. But it's the same technical thinking spot that you're trying to use for characters like Spider-Gwen. Don't you see how problematic this is? This is actually fucking... This is actually fucking stressful. This is actually stressful. This is actually fucking... This is actually fucking stressful. This is actually stressful. This is actually fucking... This is actually stressful. This is actually stressful. This is actually stressful. Oh, whoa. Howdy there, partner. Actual gross shit. Come on, play the video, motherfucker. Damn. Okay, my bad. I'm an idiot.
Bullshit, because if that were the case, my channel would be gone. Another claim that's been floating around is that I had an NSFW section like my Discord server where minors could easily access it. This is also a
as someone who was in your Discord server, not only do well, obviously you, oh shit. As someone who was in Arachnid Youth server, yes, you did have a publicly, easily accessible, not safe for work channel. And there's been, again, evidence pointing to what you're saying against otherwise. And even then, realistically, why did you have this for the Discord server among your public subscribers and shit? And you've had private Discord bans, again with recent evidence, from someone who said you had an art Discord ban where you posted not safe for work, fucking pedophilic cartoon porn once again. So, you're wrong, Arachnid. You're fucking wrong in every direction and every defense you have. Just fucking sick.
Lie. While there was an NSFW section, it was completely locked to the where only a handful of members that I knew for a fact were adults had access to. And even then, it was removed because I didn't want that close to the actual community server. And also, claims of apparent CP being shared there are also bullshit. And the worst part of all that pissed me off the most is the disgusting insinuation that I was somehow sharing CP with my girlfriend.
Now, I can't really confirm this one, but from what I've seen, from a few other claims from people, what you're saying here, again, once again, is false. But I've personally heard about everything else from the rest. I can't really confirm whether or not you've done this with your girlfriend, but it would be fucking sick if you did. It would be fucked up, and it will make your girlfriend fucked up for putting up with this and accepting this and thinking this is okay behavior. And there's also a lie floating around that Drew CP. Yes, you did. Literally evidence, literally new evidence with you and yourself inserting Spider-Gwen. Did you forget the Spider-Gwen 16? Fucking Arachnid. And I hate the people in his comment section, too. They say some stupid shit here, too. I'm sorry for this back and forth. It's really stressful. I guess I can't really access the fucking vein all that well.
All these statements are obviously lies, because if they were true, you'd think they have actual proof of that, right? Yeah, I thought so. One more thing I want to point out is the fact that all claims made against me have stemmed from lies and exaggeration that for some reason kept growing despite the fact that no real evidence was ever presented.
Again, there was no evidence.
As I mentioned in that excerpt, there was a claim that I drew CP. Yeah, this is a lie because the accusation came from a tweet that I made stating that Word Girl and Spider Teen.
Oh, this tweet, Spider Teen technically fucks Word Girl. Okay. Spider Teen as a self-insert, Spider Teen, which you put into some of these sexual things too, is fucking weird again, because, like, yeah, it's your self-insert, it's you, but you, again, like I said earlier, it's teen, minor, underage. You're putting them in sexual positions. Fucking weird. Arachnid. And Word Girl, your argument, and even this is sexual, this shit is sexual. The posing, how you have it done, and you say that you aged up Word Girl for this story, but it has to be real, motherfucker. You shouldn't have to age up a character like this to begin with to do a self-insert ship. Maybe if you already had a character that was already technically adult. Again, I'm not saying you can't do age-ups. That's fine with me. You could do age-ups in your stories, fanfics. I do age-ups in my fanfics too, like new stories, new whatever, new scenarios, but none of mine have ever been sexual. This shit's been sexual multiple times. And it's a whole different story when you bring in the sexualness into this shit. But, whatever.
From my animated series fucked with this image accompanying it. Now, aside from the fact that this tweet is obviously a fucking joke, do you see anything sexual about this?
Yeah.
No? Okay, cool. I thought I was going insane for a minute. Claim also stemmed from this image that was in the banner of my NSFW Twitter account. Everyone's fully clothed, and the joke is based off of 4 black guys, 1 white girl. I mean, of course, any normal person wouldn't care and move on, but to Twitter, everything is pedophilia, and if you disagree, you're a pedophile. Now,
actually, any normal person would probably find you weird for creating fucking animated, like a cartoon joke of that sexualized scene. Yeah, whatever, it's a fun joke. I've seen memes of that too, of the 6 guys, 1 girl, but it's like, that still comes from a porn thing, that still comes from something sexual. And you're just putting these characters into that position, and like, they're underage, so even if in a jokingly manner, it's still fucking weird, Arachnid.
Now, notice that both versions of Word Girl look different from the original. Yeah, that's because my version is an adult, and no, I haven't made an SFW of this character. Anyone who tells you that is lying out of the side of their ass and has to jump through hoops to claim that this is somehow evidence.
Okay.
Also, side note, while this design is still an adult, I personally didn't rock with it too much, so I went with this design instead, given to me by another Discord user. They also tried using Ginny as an argument for some reason.
Here we go with the Ginny shit. Yeah, dude. She's designed to be a kid. She goes to school. She looks like a kid. It doesn't matter if she's a cartoon robot. The artists, the animators, the writers, the whole premise of the show, I said she's a child. She's a kid. That's why it's called teenage. I've seen age-up versions of her that like 30 years old, like the Nicktoons crew as like a grumpy adult or whatever. And that's pretty cool. But this is fucking vile. Especially since, in this case, you don't see Ginny aged up like Word Girl. So it's like, it's still weird. It's still weird for Word Girl, but like, Arachnid arguments are terrible and pathetic. That's all they are. And again with Ginny, oh, she's just a cartoon robot. She's a robot humanoid based off of human features. She has a belly button, for God's sakes. She God, she has like hair, man. Don't you see that? She's even robot characters. They could. It's Star Wars, right? Star Wars has droid characters that look more robotic, but in this case, this is fucking more humanoid looking, more human looking. And again, my life as a teenage robot. She's drawn to be a kid. She acts like a kid. She's unnaturally developed like a kid. And before you say some bullshit like, oh, she doesn't have human organs, so she can't really develop. Not necessarily true. She can age up. You can write it in a way where she can age up and naturally develop. But this is her undeveloped. And that she's a kid. Arachnid. I just feel
Ginny is a literal object. That's not even working on the fact that she's a fictional character. She's a robot. She's a pile of nuts and bolts.
Yeah. She's an object argument. Regardless, any looking child imagery, robot or not, if it's subjected to the objectification of, if it's objected to like adult manner, like sexualization, there's one difference, like murder and killing and shit, because that can happen to anyone. They can die, death, disease, murder and killing, and that's more of a gelling dopamine thing, whatever. But sexualization comes from a different part of the brain with this dopamine, and it makes you keep going more and more of that sensation. Colin explains it better, and well, actually he doesn't really explain it. He puts a clip in from someone else explaining it better, and this for a whole different argument in the video, like about video games and killing. But I'm using that argument as well for this, and it's just like any form of trying to object adult mental fucking process like sex onto like something that can, like a child like Jenny here, regardless of fiction, robot, whatever. Yeah, that's fucking pedophilia. That's object attraction. And you're attracted to this. You've been watching this shit, Arachnid. You're a pedophile. Simple as that. I just gotta take a quick check-in break on Streamlabs because I can't tell sometimes. Good day. It's just like Arachnid Youth's argument is so terrible. His argument is so physically painful to sit through. His argument is ass. It is fucking ass. It is fucking terrible. It doesn't take... Think, Arachnid, think! That's a joke Colin does in his video too. I'm not fucking clever. Just thinking on me, man. It's because he has the whole fucking black suit, Arachnid Youth. It's symbiote fucking conflicting into your fucking brain. Are you not Rick and Morty? It doesn't take someone like Doc Brown with his hard, mighty intelligence from Back to the Future, Marty. It doesn't take rocket science to know the basic thing like, oh, kids shouldn't be put into sexual situations. Arrange minors. Date within your own age gap. Be off to a woman that's the same age as you. Especially when you have adult responsibilities as a grown man, 20, 21 years old. Or it's just again, his main punching bag is Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. And it's so wrong with that on so many fucking levels. But it's just like, genuinely, like, motherfucker, Arachnid. It's still drawn as a child. It still serves canonically as a fucking child. And when you take that child, regardless if they're a fucking robot, if you take that undeveloped, unnatural developed, not actually fully there yet, not grown, this youthful fucking innocence, and you try to apply fucking adult fucking shit on it, like in this case just sexualization with lolicons and your fucking cartoon porn, when you do that shit, you make yourself a fucking pedophile. That's some pedophile shit. That's still a minor regardless. It's the object attraction, and you're objectively attracted to it. It's fucking vile. Fucking unacceptable. Morally wrong. It's just fucking naturally wrong. It's intelligently wrong. That's why when I see guys like EDP and motherfuckers do that shit, I'm just thinking to myself, were you dropped on a fucking head like a watermelon? Or why are you fucking... And it's also come from a part of selfishness, right? You know, and it's just like ego and arrogance and selfishness, and it's just like uncaring and unempathetic and unsympathetic, and it's just like so fucking depressing. And it's just like it shouldn't have to take someone doing a 30-minute live stream or 50-minute videos or whatever to. And remember, we're only a few minutes into Arachnid's fucking video. And it shouldn't take this shit for us to be like, yo, this is not cool. It's a child. It's not that complicated. It's a child character. Let me scratch my nose for a second. It's a child character. Just simple as that. And Arachnid, poo. I got a video from SK. Nice. It's just... Arachnid. Do better. Know better. It's not hard. Back to the video. Well, I can't really play it. God.
And Comic Legend got mad at another user for rightfully pointing that out. It's like I'm explaining the concept of fiction to a bunch of 5-year-olds. No, Edward and Liam, just because you love Spider-Man doesn't mean you can actually be Spider-Man. Spider-Man doesn't exist because he's a fictional...
The whole fiction argument's fucking terrible to defend your fucking sick fetishes and your fucking sick obsession and this fucking disgusting behavior. Fiction still bases itself off of reality in real life. It's still fucking children. Arachnid, it's still a kid. If it's in fiction, if she's an alien, if she's a robot, she's a fucking kid. Same atomic. And there's a lot of artists and animators who study more human can't pronounce the word fucking right. Human bodies to make because there could be just shapes, whatever. Simpsons does a lot more shape shit, but it's still technically a universe for fiction. Still human bodies that can be still applied to the same fucking human nature of real life. One and two. A lot of times these artists and animators study human bodies in real life to double down more on the accuracy of human bodies in fictional material. So you're just digging a hole for yourself when you say it's fiction, because fiction may be fake, right? And a lot of times, though, arguably, we can't really even say for sure. Like, we say aliens are fictional, fake, but it could be real. We don't know. Yes, it's fiction. Fictional stories, fake stories, imaginary stories come from a land of imagination. But that still comes from very existence of our existence of real life as real human beings. Like, if I have my fat stomach, I'm a fat guy, right? I'm fat. I'm pretty fat. My body weight still applies to a fucking fictional cartoon character. There's fat people in cartoons. They can still gain weight the same way we gain weight in real life. Food, eating, whatever. Therefore, you can apply that same fucking bullshit to and also, again, I was just now realizing this, but, and other stuff like Turning Red, that's a cartoon. Character hits puberty. Periods. Other fictional material. Puberty. Periods. Again, based off a real life human body thing. So if you think about it like that, what really changes your idea, your mind, that same rule can't be applied to something that's naturally developed or something not naturally developed, mentally conscious, mentally fucking consensual, not mentally consensual regarding children characters and this sexualization. If they're underdeveloped in real life, if they can hit puberty in real life in fiction, then they can be undeveloped in real life in fiction. You can't use fiction as a fucking defense for this shit. You could use fiction for a defense of, the quality or whatever. It's just fiction. You can take liberties and fantasies, whatever. You can even take liberties of using the word fiction and you saying fiction for this guy, he had water sprout out of his nose. That can't happen really too much in real life, but even then, you get what I mean. You can't use it for this defense, right? You can use it for really anything else. And even then, you still got people taking you down because there's still going to be realism and groundedism in fucking fiction. The Nolan Batman films, the fucking Arkham games, they take more realistic, grounded approaches. It's still fantastical with Arkham at least. It's still adaptations of DC Comics with fantasy and all that shit. And superheroes and superpowers and shit and aliens. But there's gonna be realism and groundedism in fiction too. So a lot of people can even just counteract what I said, where it's like, oh, it's just fiction, whatever. For the quality of something, when they say actually it's realism, it's a good, some blah 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 criticism, whatever, right? It's a weak defense even on a non-sexual scale like this, but on a sexual scale, no, it's fucking stupid.
No character, if you try to jump off a building and try to swing, you will actually die. Also, comic legend, allow me to bestow upon you the biggest hypocrite.
And now, I'm just gonna skip some of this because this is where he's just talking shit to comic legend, and it's so unnecessary.
Ever reward, because you literally are friends with a man who prefers women with someone who is in the same but people who fall under the exact category of scrutiny he was using. And some people are claiming that my friend RSK shared a folder of CP in the call when he didn't. It was actually a drive filled with verified sources of psychologists who have studied this topic in recent years and came to the reasonable conclusion that it is not the problem these guys are making it.
Oh yes, again, I've talked about this multiple times, even for recent year stuff. These psychologists could be wrong. Let me take off my mask for a second. I gotta look over here for a second. Sometimes it can be really hot to be wearing a full black mask. Okay, modern day, oh, my friend sent me a file defending my sick point with psychology, modern psychology. Again, the argument of what I just said, these motherfuckers. It was not so long ago, recently, 2012, 2016, where a lot of scientists were saying, asteroids will destroy the planet now. We're having an apocalypse right now. The asteroids are coming down. That never fucking happened. If the world didn't end in 2012, the world didn't end in 2016, we're still alive right here. Or at least maybe we're living on a counter Earth, I don't know. Maybe the high evolutionary decided to give us round 2 without altering our memories. I mean, it could explain all the recent bullshit from 2019 to 2024 and has been fucking happening. You know, but like, yeah, it's a terrible, terrible argument. You are the king, sir, of terrible arguments. Oh, modern day psychology. This is modern day psychology. A lot of people can just claim to be professional psychologists and be wrong. There's modern day fucking people who think they're fucking doctors and think, oh yeah, fuck vaccines, we'll use crystals. You know, Karen moms on Facebook. Are they valid for that wrong information, even though it's factually stated with vaccines, or factually stated with actual more professional healthcare providers, or actual people who actually, in the very least, study the nature of what's best for humanity in this scope? No, because it's bullshit. And that's being applied to you with your defense of modern psychology for lolicon. That shit is bullshit.
Some people are also claiming that I was defending pedophiles in the past. I don't think I need to tell you this, but this is a lie. A funny thing I learned from several people looking into this is that when people were actually asking for evidence of me being a apparent pedophile, they were also met with resistance. Yeah, I don't know about you, but that is a massive red flag. If you're truly confident about your beliefs, you
mean your fucking fan base that you had in SK's videos and Colin's videos talking shit, which I've seen, and they make even worse points than you? Yeah, buddy, that's not really a red flag. That's actually more of a red flag on you, and you having a community just full of sick fucks, you know? Just saying.
Be very easily be able to lay it out, like how I did in my Rosa Swayze VA videos. Instead of whining and crying about him being a My Hero Academia fan, Brad, I focused on the fact that Swayze was an active predator who preyed on children in the VR chat, and has one known case of a minor he met in real life. Instead, you whine and gaslight when people use their brains and think
just because, again, you could expose pedophiles in the VR chat and whatever, that's cool for you, good job. And actual physical harm and hunting kids, but that doesn't change the fact that you are also a pedophile right now. And again, You can change. You can be better. You can get help. Because right now, it's just like mid-level fucking watching cartoon porn. But if you continue to spiral like this, you're not going to go in for your development. And it's fucking unfortunate, Arachnid. And it doesn't matter if you talk down against Swayze. Because right now, you're acting on this mighty high horse that you've done nothing wrong when you have. So you're acting just like anyone else in that game. Just take responsibility. You know, it's funny, you're a Spider-Man fan, but you don't know anything about that. You don't know how to take responsibility.
Outside of your narrative, it's almost as if my point about normal people not caring about cartoons is actually true, and the people who actually care about the safety and well-being of children want an evidence of me being an actual threat to kids. And you have none of that because I have never had an inappropriate conversation with a minor because I have no interest in minors. Yeah, shocking.
We have evidence of you jacking off to fucking like and lying about having CP on your devices. Penny Parker, for one. Again, that. Sure, you didn't talk to anyone underage. You didn't groom anyone underage. But you still had to fill in CP. Animated CP. Animated child porn. You're still defending that shit. Don't you see the problem there? Arachnid? Again, gotta take off my mask. It's sometimes fucking hot in here. Holy shit. My bad. My bad. Again, 6 minutes. Only 6 minutes and it's been bullshit. And it's like, what? Fucking 29 minutes? I've already made 30 minutes of this fucking shit already. Busting down the points in the argument, so... whatever.
Done in by burden of proof. I also find it funny how SK and Comic Legend were extremely hostile to the point to where SK threatened violence. Yeah, buddy, you do that to me face to face. Not only gonna be picking up teeth, but you also have a very...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Again. Off-screen stuff again. This point that Arachnid's born about SK threatening him, SK, and I quote, said, "I'll slap the shit out of you in Minecraft." That's obviously a fucking joke. In Minecraft. He's, oh my god, Arachnid. Jeez Louise. Even if it's a real threat, you're being a pussy right now bitching about that. When, truth be told, you've made similar statements about type shit like that, and everyone else has too. It's just basic. It's just basic shit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna punch you in the face because you tried to lick my balls or whatever. Some dumb shit about relevant fighting stuff. But in SK's case, it was a silly joke. And the fact that you're being a bitch about it and trying to actually use it as one of your arguments against SK has gotta be the stupidest thing you've done so far. And that's fucking insane. That's insane. Oh my god, it's just like... Oh my god, man. It's so pathetic. It's weak even. Like, I gotta do some off-screen stuff again. Because, holy shit, this mask can be really hot and icky. I don't usually wear it for this much amount of time, but, you know, I'm not only gonna do more reaction streams, I'm gonna do more streams in general like this, so, you know. And it's just like, SK made a joke. You know what? Again, the humor argument, subjectiveness, whatever. But you can't use that as a fucking defense. Oh, SK threatened me. SK didn't actually threaten you, bruh. He made a statement that is considerably a joke. He said he was gonna slap the shit out of you in Minecraft. I get too used to saying Fortnite. In Minecraft. Same type of shit of like saying NGTA, but like in Minecraft. And honestly, maybe with your bitch assness, maybe you should be slapped. Because actual pathetic argument, buddy. again, more Arachnid Youth. This whole video, this whole thing is just boiled down to just the bullshittery of like, oh my god, Colin, comic legend, SK said this, I say no, even though there's plenty of evidence against you, Arachnid. And once, if you try to defend yourself again, and call again with SK call, I'm coming at you. I'm gonna get your ass. Again, this is not even really a professional reaction. This is me just expelling my fucking Red Lantern rage towards your fucking behavior. You sick fuck. You creepy bastard. What part of CP, regardless what it is, real life, cartoon, don't you understand CP? Oh, but it's just a cartoon character. It's just a cartoon character. Motherfucker. Again, how many times does people have to explain to you that that argument's flawed and heavily stupid? Heavily stupid. Just because something's a cartoon doesn't mean it doesn't... Cartoons come from real life. It's just a 2D version of real life. It's just a 2D version of like, oh, space is fucking real. The sun, oh, look at that, the sun's fucking real. Yes, there's a lot more fictional elements into just storytelling, writing in general. But like, again, that's not an argument. None of your arguments are arguments, Arachnid. Bad, poor defenses. Poor defenses. This is like a little kid trying to explain why breaking the vase, your mother's vase, it's like a little kid trying to defend himself, saying that, oh, he didn't break the vase wasn't broken, the vase doesn't need to be fixed, the vase isn't broken, whatever. When it clearly is broken, and clearly shattered on the ground. Or just someone, like your weird neighbor took a shit on the ground, but he claims he didn't do it. It's fucking there, there's evidential proof there, and it's just like, there's still shit on the ground. And I can use shit on the ground pretty badly here. Jeez, this is such a pathetic video. God, 50 minutes of this shit. 50 minutes of basically me just, and every different point of angle, complaining about Arachnid Youth. Let's get back into this shit, I guess.
Nasty assault charge on your hands. And now imagine being so wound up by cartoon porn, you're actually going to try to fight someone over it physically and lose. Honestly, that threat was more pathetic than us having the argument in the first place. Now you're probably wondering, why did I agree to this final debate with SK and Comic Legend? Well, RSK, my friend, used to be a fan of SK's and thought maybe we could come to a middle ground since we have research, facts, and evidence, something SK has said verbatim in the past that he's open to admitting he's wrong about if you bring him the evidence.
Because if I saw a mutual mind state that I'm wrong about something...
A mutual mind, or to like someone come into the community and say, I was wrong about an argument. Yeah, SK does that, where you could come out and be like wrong in arguments or whatever, wrong in debates or whatever. But this is a whole different case. This is something that falls on the line of morality, and whatever evidence you have, Arachnid, has already been proven false multiple times, and we have had better evidence of your behaviors and your degeneracy. Gotta slow down sometimes, you know. Can't talk too fast, so I'm not Eminem, but you get what I'm saying. It's a whole different case with SK and that whole evidential, like, oh, let's debate the evidence. And again, your evidence, there's no existential shit with your evidence, motherfucker. Your evidence is, even if it's modern psychology, it's just morally, naturally, and objectively wrong psychology.
My go-to response is to ask why. In discussing this in a server to compile references and prepare for this is something I welcome. All I care about is the merits of what's being said.
So that was a fucking lie.
My nigga, when someone brings you research evidence from psychologists that proves your stance wrong, that is the end of that conversation. Period. Your feelings about it at that point no longer matter. As a matter of fact, your feelings are now invalid because they have been proven wrong by people who have actually looked into it. And if your first instinct is to try to use the LGBTQ community as a shield, there's something seriously wrong with you. There is no question about that. You didn't like the facts proved you wrong. That's why you didn't bother trying to read any of it, because you knew.
I accidentally skipped it to a bit.
But that is
This is something I'd welcome.
Again, that argument is so fucking stupid. That argument is wrong. His fucking argument there is completely wrong. His argument there completely wrong. Again, your psychology evidence was never proven to be real evidence in the first fucking place. And if you see me accidentally wipe off some of the black paint on my mask, and it's just crazy. Maybe my mask is gonna go back to the original white. You can see like a lot of the battle damage and scars and brokenness, like it was a clone trooper or whatever. You can see a lot of the red probably popping off again too, but like, motherfucker, Arachnid, your evidence that you said was the whole feeling shit and proving SK wrong, but and all that shit, it's just wrong. You're wrong. Your psychology. You've used this point multiple times that we've had great rebuttals each and every fucking time, and you don't really have anything to say except the same fucking shit over and over again. Jesus Christ. 15 minutes of this. 15 minutes. I don't care if no one really comes to watch the stream. I'm just streaming this. I have to. Because I want it to be longer than like a few minutes of my reaction to the return of Arachnid Youth.
All I care about is the merits of what's being said.
So that was a fucking lie.
My nigga, when someone brings you research evidence from psychologists that proves your stance wrong,
Yeah, that's false.
that is the end of that conversation. Period. Your feelings about it at that point no longer matter. As a matter of fact, your feelings are now invalid because they have been proven wrong by people who have actually looked into it.
Well,
And if your first instinct is to try to use the LGBTQ community as a shield, there's something seriously
that's
wrong
not
with
the
you.
PFL argument. Your emotions don't matter because I have facts. And your emotions don't matter. A lot of PFLs use that when they fucking hurt children and victimize children. And that a lot of fucking sickness, or a lot of trauma, and even depression and suicides that kids get from when they get hurt by fucking creeps like you and EDP and 445, EDP 445 and Dan Schneider and motherfuckers like that. A lot of the time, that comes from an emotional sense. I'm feeling emotional, being sad, and feeling for kids that get hurt, and understanding all that pain. And I also get angry when I see motherfuckers who I used to think were cool, like you, doing this shit. All the feelings don't matter because of evidential facts. That's bullshit. Someone can do that technically with anything. You know that, right, Arachnid? You know that, right? Someone can do that to your favorite movies or shows. Oh, your feelings don't matter. It's the human feelings that count the most, even with facts aside. The psychology is wrong. It's the human emotions that you should also take responsibility with and respect and understand. A lot of kids will feel emotionally hurt by this shit and scared and broken and want to cry and need safe spaces to go up to it, man. Man, I'm choking on my own fucking paint. Thank you, Arachnid. Anyway.
There is no question about that. You didn't like the facts proved you wrong. That's why you didn't bother trying to read any of it, because
not only did motherfuckers actually did read your pathetic shit, but it's also just a... Well, actually, no. Even if we didn't read your shit, there would be no point to it. Because it would be morally wrong. And factually wrong. No matter what your debate is. Again, it's children. Not hard to just be like, oh, your practice of what your cartoon porn is in lolicon, right? It's glorifying the object sexualization of underdeveloped people, youthful people. Don't you see how wrong that is? It's the same type of wrong when parents mistreat their children because they don't see children as people. They are people. And the fact that you're doing this shit is fucking gross. They're minors. They should not be put in those situations. They shouldn't have cartoon porn. It doesn't matter if they're fucking fictional characters, man. Think of it in this way. Gwen from Spider-Verse. She still technically lives with her dad, right? She still has her dad. They still have families that they look up to make them feel safe. That's a type of kid-like innocence and love and care and fucking, you know, safe space with parents that they take with their vulnerability, man, right? It's the same, it's family shit with parents and shit, right? That is a clear thing, that's a clear thing of like childhood stuff. Even if they're like 16, you're not a fucking adult, you're a kid. You have parents, you look for the safe space, you have that vulnerability. And that also courses down to your mental fucking development, right? I got fucking sweat in my fucking mask. And now my face is gonna... God, no. I might accidentally do fucking, like, a certain... Uh-oh. Of my white skin. And black paint. Because the paint's starting to drip off. Oh, shit. Anyway. Again, for his whole, like, factual evidence. You know, facts and evidence throughout time, and it has had different objective meanings a lot of the time, too. There was, again, like, SK's point that you're trying to say is a fucking shield, which isn't a shield at all, it's an actual rebuttal. A lot of stupid psychologists used to say that fucking shit about gay people. They were wrong then, they are wrong now. And your argument is the same type of argument they would do. Trying to claim for something for evidential and facts, and trying to say something like this where you're psychology, but it's actually just meant to be wrong. Than actual better people who know shit better.
Because you knew it would have proven you wrong. I also find it funny he was perfectly fine associating with a 20-year-old who dated a 16-year-old, to the point where he's right downplaying it by saying, oh, it was legal, but it's okay, guys, because the relationship ended, we're all good here. He was so fine to the point to where the main reason they stopped talking on a regular basis was about...
Again, Colin explains this better in his video with Southpaw and SK's shit, but, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it with Colin. It's
an argument over Spider-Man. And if anybody remembers what I'm referencing, congrats, you saw the League of Entertainment Friend or Foe video me and Comic Legend did once upon a time ago. Now this will be the point where I play a clip for reference, but my PC got fried when I was trying to torrent Spider-Man 2, and as a result, lost all my game footage, videos that I finished, and other video editing stuff. So, if you do remember that, congratulations, you have a great memory. But yeah, funny how we find with Southpaw, but for some reason draws the line at cartoon porn. Meanwhile, when that happened with me, I actually swear to God I don't want to cut him off because the guy who dated a 16-year-old while he was 22 and sent a sexually charged message to a 14-year-old. Yeah, me think someone has some very...
Again, who even says... SK is obviously not okay with what Southpaw did, but it's still a fucking thing. It's just like, I don't know. He was obviously not okay with Southpaw. Morally so. His morals conflict with that shit. But, again, watch Colin's video, but Arachnid Youth, right? You could dismiss Southpaw's thing as something that happened a while ago. You are a recent development, and you lied to people. I don't give Southpaw this shit, right? Still disgusting, still wrong, so horrible, and more predatory than what you did. Because he actually fucking dated them. But he came out clean, right? And he admitted to that, but from what I've seen, I don't know. I could be wrong with myself too, and I'll take accountability if I'm wrong. And if Southpaw, who knows? I'll make a video about Southpaw maybe. But you are the problem right now. And if it could just come to an end if you acknowledge your flaws. But you're not. You're defending
Fucked priorities. And it's not me. What's the matter, SK and Comic Legend? Or your morals inconsistent? But here's the kicker. My psychologist, no surprise at all, confirmed I was right. During my absence, I got a psychologist because the drama declined my mental state to the point where I was contemplating whether or not to allow myself to get run over by a train was a viable path to choose. And then I realized, hey, I should probably talk to somebody before I do something to myself. Now, the original plan was to actually record a conversation so we can actually get exactly what we both said, but the conversation includes a lot of personal information about me, so I'm going to have to paraphrase. Now, he said, and I quote, "There is no correlation, nor is there any causality for the subject. While it's still unhealthy to consume porn in general, this specific subject is not even classified as CP."
Wow, your therapist
And it's funny,
is a
I
fucking
already knew
dumbass.
this.
It doesn't take, again, it doesn't take rocket science to realize, hey, oh wait, this is sexualization, this is object sexualization of an underdeveloped minor. This is a child kid, this is a fictional cartoon, whatever. Again, all separating it from real life CP is that it's an art form drawn by people. But it's just people drawing the kids this time around. It's a 2D dimension. You're fucking wrong, Arachnid. Don't you get it? And your fucking therapist, psychologist, is a fucking moron. Like, he has a fucking brain of Carl Weezer from Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy Neutron, you know, the guy who had that fucking walnut-sized brain. The motherfucker has the mental capacities of a reverse MODOK. It's just like where MODOK is usually generally smart and intelligent, designed only for knowledge and shit. Your therapist is designed only for dumbassery and to confirm your fucking narcissistic ideal. I'm glad you didn't kill yourself, that's cool, you know, but like, and I'm glad he helped you deal with that type of emotional distress and shit, but, him telling you that it's not classified as CP is objectively wrong, and the only pieces I can think of is like, well, not consuming porn in general is unhealthy. That's the only thing from that psychologist that I'll be like, yeah, true, consuming porn generally is unhealthy. So again, it just feels weird that you're using that again for your defensive when you're just generally trying to defend porn in general regardless, you know?
Was in the information SK and Comic Legend refused to read, and I actually showed him the voice calls we had, and needless to say, he was a bit shocked when they refused to read the evidence that was sent to them, and he was even more horrified to learn that these calls were recorded without my consent and posted publicly in order to slander me. Oh, by the way, that's fucking illegal to do.
He says about the phone calls and illegal, even though technically you consented to these calls. And technically, just like any other internet YouTube thing, consenting to calls, whether if you know it's a video or not, it's whatever, right? There's a lot of other YouTubers who do calls and shit too. And here's again, right? He will try to fucking like tell, like, you know, oh yeah, it's illegal for SK State or like illegal for Comic Legend. No, it's not. It's not even illegal for your state of Michigan, which is not doxing. Which is, you know, just public knowledge there. And even if it was, I'd feel bad for it, and I'd feel and it'd be terrible, but like, holy shit, what the fuck was that? What the fuck generally was that? It sounded like my grandma yelling or something. Anyway. And even then, Arachnid, it's just like, it's not illegal for the phone calls. It's not even illegal it's not illegal for where I'm at for either Texas to either. So if I got on the call with you and I uploaded that as a video, it wouldn't be illegal by internet standards. Maybe California, but you don't live in California and neither do I. Neither does SK and neither does Comic. Maybe for California, because I think they actually have that as a law where you can't record phone calls and upload it to social media and all that, but that doesn't apply to to SK comic legend, like you're trying to frame them up to be, right? And try to be like, oh, they did something illegal, I'm gonna send them to jail, I'm gonna send them to court, defamation, and all that shit, right? Doesn't even apply that, because it's not illegal for them, and it's not illegal for you. Plus, either for something to be slander and defamation, it needs to be like fake news, and none of this shit they've said was defamation or slander, so keep being an idiot.
Do that. From what I remember, SK is from, or at least around the state that I'm not going to name because I'm not in the business of doxing. So I googled it, and yeah, in both his state and mine, it's illegal to record someone without their consent. I'm pretty sure it's also the same for Comic Legends state, but for SK's specifically, it's actually punishable up to 4 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. And as for my state,
Funny. You say that, right? But Colin and even me did research on this, right? I did research before coming on this fucking, live stream. Because I like to do my research on, like, you. He says, it is a felony under Michigan wiretapping law for dead body, blah, 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 blah. And SK shit. This is false. This is fucking false. Colin says this. SK would say this. I'm saying this right now. This is not at all anything what you're saying, for one. And two, you technically consented to the calls. And three, wiretapping. Again, it doesn't imply. It's not illegal in Michigan, and it's not illegal in SK's state. Which, if you really want to say what it is, Colin said in his video, I'm going to say it here. Apologies if SK didn't want me to say this. I'm just going to say it from what I've learned from Colin's video. It's not illegal in New York, buddy. Not illegal at all in the slightest. I don't know if he likes to do this victimization card. Arachnid Youth loves to do this victimization card. He loves to do this victimization card where he's just like, I know I said that like multiple times already, but he likes to go like, oh my god, I've had all this shit happen to me, or like, you did this call without my permission, or you threatened to slap me. But like, it's just excuses. It's excuses on top of excuses. And it's pathetic. It is pathetic. It is terrible. Look at me when I'm talking to you. It is pathetic. It is unfortunate. You see my mouth right here? No, you don't. You see, this is my mouth. This is my mouth. Mechanically, this is my form. This is my actual form. This is my face. This is my face glued on. These eye holes are the only things of human body. Whatever. Shut the fuck up. I don't know what to do. I'm doing like keep your lore. Look at my mouth. Look at my mouth when I say this to you. You are wrong at every degree. You are fucking wrong. And you love to use that victimization card, even though you can only use so much of it, to the point it's just like even you should consider like realizing it's not a good point. Wow, 1 hour YouTube stream. I haven't streamed on YouTube in a long time, and when I do, it's fucking Arachnid Youth's fucking video. Thank you. You got me out of fucking YouTube retirement. Okay. Well, I'm not retired from YouTube, but you know what I mean, YouTube streaming.
I'm actually advised that I have grounds to sue. I mean, I've already got a pretty solid case going for me. We've got violation of privacy, slander, defamation of character, the false allegation thing is already classified as a misdemeanor, so you're already pretty fucked in that regard. Not to mention emotional distress. SK, Comic Legend, you're both such idiots. You handed me a court case I can easily win because you're such bumbling morons who posted the evidence of your own crimes for everyone else to see as its own. How did this not...
Who would your lawyer have to be realistically to agree to your bullshit and see that this is... Does it have to be like Sal Goodman's evil twin or something? Because it's so stupid that this is your fucking thing. Oh, I could easily win a court case. No, you would not. That's not how this works. One. And two, again with this whole bullshit of like, I will win the court case. No, you won't. There's more evidence against you with all your bullshittery than this. Stop it, Arachnid. Stop it. Like, I would tell you to stop it for everything else, but this is just entirely petty too.
Your mind at any point that this is a bad idea. Oh, right, you want a clout. Gotcha. We also talked a bit longer and figured out that I actually suffer from depression, anxiety, and PTSD. The depression I already had a hunch about, anxiety as well, but the PTSD, yeah, that's kind of a new one. But now that I think about it, there are certain things and measures that I take in order to not have violent flashbacks about what happened to me, so yeah, I guess that lines up. We also went over a few things I used to cope with, and it was pointed out that my YouTube channel is also an avenue that I use to cope by putting my creativity into something that distracts me. So congratulations.
That's actually pretty decent, putting that creativity and imagination to work and just passion and enjoyment into video making, and that's cool, especially if it's a coping mechanism, dude. But that doesn't really have any relevance to everything else, and it doesn't. And it's not like we're taking it away by exposing you. We just want to make sure the information about your behavior right now is out there, so you could probably fix yourself and be better. And maybe people forgive you, and maybe for people to make their judgments on you as a character. You won't lose your fucking computer unless you have more CPU on there, you would. But like, you won't lose your fucking computer, you won't lose your fucking videos, you won't lose your fucking toys, you won't lose anything. You just have less credibility as a person, and you just like have your morals conflicted, and you will have people more talking about you on a judgmental scale, which is reasonable for your bullshit. If this was a much worse situation, yeah, you would probably lose a lot more. You would probably be in jail, prison, or some shit. But no, oh God. Again, it's part of that victimization card I just mentioned.
In Comic Legend, you have not only put a false allegation on a child sexual abuse survivor, you have also harassed and abused said child sexual assault survivor and tried to take away one of his coping mechanisms. What morally upstanding people you are. And side note, he was actually more concerned about how SK...
Comic Legend, SK, and all of them. Well, okay, no, I actually do think you should be kind of the platform, so me and SK do think we should be the platform at least. So, well, I wouldn't even necessarily say delete your account. I would just say you need to be off the internet for a while. Argumentally, you could take breaks, work on your mental health, try to not be fucking attracted to minors and attracted to this shit, you know. But it's not like someone's directly taking your fucking channel away and your videos away, especially not Comic Legend and the whole fucking sex abuse fucking shit, molestation abuse. I feel bad for you. I'm sorry for you. I feel bad. That's I have empathy. I'm so sorry you had to go through something so traumatic and horrible. But you know, there's an ironic thing about stuff cycling with each other. Some victims of this type of shit. Sometimes they do cycle this shit back, and then they do the same shit that the predecessor, fucking predator that hurt them, or pedophile that hurt them, did before. And it seems like you're kind of on that path, but like I said, you haven't done anything yet, you haven't groomed anyone, you haven't physically hurt someone yet, so you could redeem yourself, you could take a break, leave, maybe come back, and maybe. You're not like EDP where you're definitely not welcome anymore, you're definitely not coming back, you're definitely not around, you definitely shouldn't, whatever, but you should probably leave for a bit. We're not taking your fucking content away, we're just calling you out and exposing you on this disgusting behavior that needs to be punished, reprehended, and fixed. While the session was still focused on me, he did make a note of the way CL and SK were behaving, marking it as concerning the substance base of fictional. Your psychologist sounds like a fucking dumbass. Again, I keep saying this, but like, oh jeez, 1 hour for this, and I haven't even been like only 12 minutes in, and it's a 20-minute video.
This game, Comic Legend, you're acting than me. That should say something. This entire drama has been a waste of everyone's time. What attention could have been given towards actual predators preying on children was wasted on an argument about cartoon porn. Listen here and listen good. Everyone's entitled to their opinions on this subject.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with that bullshit. Hey guys, It's everybody's opinion. It's everyone's own opinion. Respect mine for being a creep. It's just, again, it's a terrible argument. 1 hour, 18 minutes. I might just stop the stream. I'm done. It's the base. I'm done. Should we finish? Well, the rest of it's just kind of more petty. The rest of it's just kind of more petty, and then him bringing in again the same psychological. I basically already debunked most of his arguments. He already spends like more of the time on the video on. He tries to bring an argument about video games and GTA, and that shit's false. Violent video games, when that's like a basic virtual fucking. That's a whole different mental thing regarding mental health, the dopamine and its stimulation. Meanwhile, when motherfuckers won't actually do it. You see, there's a difference between someone playing a game and knowing the consequences of the fictional world of the game and not actually going out and killing people and shit in real life, versus the systematic continuation of porn and addiction. Like, with video games, you're not going to get addicted to start killing people. But with porn, you will get that addiction and that attraction. And right now, Arachnid, we're seeing that with you and fucking Penny, Jenny, and fucking Gwen. And Word Girl, technically, too. And it's just pathetic. Yeah, done. I think I'm done. But 119, I thought it was... Wasn't there already 119 before? 118, 117? What was that one? 1 hour YouTube stream is crazy. I have not streamed for 1 hour on YouTube in a long ass time since AC Screen Recorder. Now I use Streamlabs mobile. Crazy to me. Pooh. Anyway, whatever. Return to the Arachnid. Let's finish up a little bit more of this and then I'll end stream.
You can find stuff weird, gross, disgusting, whatever, but it's not indicative of what someone actually is or being a threat. Once again, exactly like the debunked argument of violent video games causing violence in real life, I play a lot of the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. I kill NPCs on almost
you know
minute to minute.
NPCs. Okay, one for one, most video games where you're doing actions like this, it's fucking adult. You don't really see games where you kill kids. Even then, the only other game I can think about that is High on Life, and they make fun of that shit. 2, there's a difference of stimulation through video games and not being addicted. Like, you could have a fake video game addiction, or maybe even a video game addiction, but it will just be a virtual world of, like, stimulations of dopamine. And I've already explained this before, how that's different versus, like, the object attraction, sexual energy, or sexual attraction to someone that can't even consent. So, false, once again, Arachnid Youth. Thank you for using this argument.
Basis. Does that mean I am now highly susceptible to being an axe murderer because I also wield axe while I put it through the brains of NPCs? Now, before you try to provide your brain answering that question, no. The answer is no. And it's the exact same argument with this shit. Yes, we can all agree it's weird, gross, etc., but that's where that conversation ends definitively. There are no implications that could be made on something that doesn't exist. That really should not be a hot take. And oh dear Lord, don't even get me started about the overabundance of people who have virtue signal about this subject, yet we're outed for grooming minors. There's an entire list of these people and it's still growing. Yeah, it's funny how actual pedophiles go along with what you're saying, because it takes...
Who's virtual signaling? This feels like some anti-woke fucking argument. Just because we have our morals and decency and want to talk about something and expose something and have a debate on something, doesn't mean we're virtual signaling. We just genuinely believe that shit. We genuinely have that decency and civil decency and societal rules and societal compliance and basic knowledge. Human decency, buddy. Now, he brings up EDP as a point. EDP was obviously bullshitting from the beginning, okay? And it's just like, yo, yeah, he was trying to virtual signal. Well, you knew he was. There's a difference between seeing him virtual signaling and versus someone genuinely like me or Colin or SK actually talking down this behavior. Again, this feels like something I would see on the Geeks and Gamers channel or fucking It's a Gundam. Like, this is a bad argument. Horrible argument. Horrible fucking argument, baby.
Takes the spotlight off of them. It's something I also mentioned in my Paralympics video. It's funny how you're willing to listen to the pedophiles who agree with you, but you're not willing to listen to psychologists who tell you that, yeah, this stuff isn't a problem.
We don't agree with those
it's not categorized as pedophilia, it's not CP, it's literally just weird cartoon porn, and that's how it's classified. You are so gung-ho on ignoring them, but actively listening to pedophiles who want to shield their misdeeds. Every time I bring this subject up to somebody, they never have a good answer for why this is. But do you know the real reason why this whole situation happened? It's because everyone involved in this argument are all terminally online, including myself. We've been wasting so much time on this retarded argument, actual pedophiles have been going around under our noses. And that's because you bumbling retards have been wasting their time talking.
Oh yes, calling us the R word back and forth. Arachnid, this is, okay, like I said, this is just the later half of it just being petty, and then you just know, like, oh, actual pedos are on the loose. It is true. Actual pedos are actually on the loose, but you're one of them too. Again, there's a different name between predator pedos, like actual physical going out there and groomers and shit, versus motherfuckers who are watching this animated CP, and you're one of those motherfuckers. Anywho, I think I'm actually done with this video. It's pathetic as shit, but maybe we should continue just slightly more.
Cartoon porn. Let's run this down, shall we? Number one, it's not
because just like any other fucking you know, just because just like any other reaction channel, I like to just sit there and watch and do anything, even though I have talked a lot and even interrupted the video at times and moved around and shit and all that shit. I'm literally moving around as I talk now. No, like all reaction channels, I am just gonna sit here and play the rest of the video out, and maybe you guys will be acceptable to that. Maybe I'll just be like XQC and just be like, I've made this joke again before, but hey, you know, fucking can't stand the guy. Reject Harry Potter character, for real. Him, Jinx, who else? There's a lot of fucking, like, reaction channels who are fucking dipshits. This is how you do a reaction, actually. This doesn't take much. This takes, like, face cams and that's it. Does not take much to be reactor. And I don't get paid either, so it's even worse when you have reactors reacting to full documentaries and... fuck it. This is about Arachnid Youth, this is not about reactors. My pettiness for a lot of reactors, and there are a lot of reactors I do respect, and they're the ones I do enjoy and do love and do like, and you know, I do reactions myself, and I do like to talk and move around and actually add my reactions, my feelings, my emotions, my character. That's where reaction is, actually reacting, you know. And I fucking wear a mask, so you can't even see my mouth and eyes that much, but you can see my expression. And I express with body language too. A lot of the other times, a lot of other reactors don't do that. And I have a terrible mic, dude, so there's no fucking excuse. Okay. Back to the degeneracy.
Legal. SK knows this and has backed off at this point. Hence why you hear the call. We don't bring up reality because that's last time we did. I don't think I need to tell you this, but
you just get a fucking internet basis to protect yourself. Oh god, it's so terrible. So Arachnid Youth and guys like him. What happened to shame, man? What happened to fucking shame?
DP is illegal.
on a federal level. Yet you will see cartoon porn being made and easily findable on Twitter and even censored versions on YouTube.
Because social media is
So
hard
if
to
it's
fucking
CP like you claim it is,
stuff with it.
why is it up?
If it's like multiple
And if you really do
people
believe it's CP,
it's hard
why aren't
to
you doing something about
like
it?
one guy.
Oh, right. That's because you need to do your performative slacktivism to make you look like a good person. Okay, I get it now. You're just a fucking grifter. That's what you are. Number 2, it's not classified as CP in the slightest. SK and Comic Legend tried to...
I hate that term, slacktivism. I've heard that before somewhere else recently. I can't remember where it is. I remember hearing that term, slacktivism. Where was that from? Yeah, I remember hearing that term, slacktivism, but I fucking hate that term so much. I think it was a Dantavius video. Shout out to him. I think he was talking about, like, fans and it was like slacktivism. I don't know, I don't like that term that much. You know, because it just makes kind of a mockery of, like, internet activism, which is very much pointed as real life activism.
Lie about the definition, but I have reading comprehension, much to the dismay of my detractor. But the definition of CP clearly states it has to be identifiable from an actual minor.
Okay, that's not what it means. CP is just generally, whether it be real life or computer generated, which is where a lot of modern animations cartoons come from, even if it was cell shading back in the day, even if it was like old-fashioned frame by frames, that would be still generated, made pictures, imagery, any pictures of imagery depicting sexual attraction to minors of any sort. That includes cartoons, Arachnid. So no, cartoon CP, cartoon porn of these characters is CP, because it's any form of imagery, videos, or whatever, real or not, cartoon, computer generated, CG, 3D, 2D, regardless, it would still be CP, you stupid bastard. It's not that hard to know. It's not that hard to look up the definition.
Cartoons do not look like minors. I don't think I need to
drawn like
tell you
minors.
that. Or cartoons don't look like...
They're literally drawn as minors for the story and drawn to look like minors. Literally, Penny Parker literally looks like a fucking anime 13-year-old. If you take away if you were really to do it, if you take away all the anime stuff and draw more realistically, it would still look the same. Because it's a 13-year-old Japanese girl. And the fact that you keep defending this behavior and keep saying otherwise is just vile.
Like real people at all. They're figments of somebody's imagination somebody made up. And if you think this somehow looks like a real person, there's obviously some screws loose upstairs. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I think you can check yourself through a sideboard because you have a very debilitating piece of schizophrenia.
He's nuts, man. I think Arachnid Youth should generally suck balls. His fucking argument is like, they don't look like it doesn't matter if they look like the most blue, yellowish aliens ever. It is still drawn. Artists themselves will say, yeah, they're drawn to look like children, therefore they're children, they are children, and it's just the basis of our real life reality. Motherfucker, if I draw like an anime version of me right now with my mask, even though I don't get the accuracy of the eye holes with my white eyes, it would still be me. It would still be drawn to physically look like me. It would still be technically me. So like when you draw an underage character doing these horrible things, you're still drawing something that is looking like a human fucking, or whatever, a fucking child or kid. Don't you fucking get that? I don't get his argument. Oh, it's just fictional. It doesn't look like. Yes, it does. Yes, it fucking does. Jesus.
Yeah. along with the grounds to sue. I mean, I've already got a pretty solid case going for me. We've got violation of privacy, slander, defamation. All right, that's because you need to do your 40 years. And they've pretty much come to the conclusion that no, it's not connected to pedophilia. So, if psychologists are literally telling you that it's not connected,
again, psychology,
why are you still going to try to lie and say that there's a connection? And what's funny, my psychologist confirms I'm nowhere near the spectrum of actually being attracted to minors. So that also kind of just rubs salt into these people's wounds even more, because now my psychologist has confirmed, no, I don't like kids. I mean, I already knew that, but you know, if I didn't really need a psychologist to tell me that, but now that a psychologist told me that, I guess I can sleep a little better. And don't try to hide behind the LGBTQ as a shield, because there's a major difference between cartoon porn, a mental illness that makes people attracted to children, and an entire spectrum of people who are not cisgender. My girlfriend listened to the call and say she was not a fan of SK trying to use gay people as an argument is an understatement.
I'm gonna have to take a small break real quick. My fucking mask is fucking staining my face. Okay, yay, yeesh, there's a lot of it. Okay, we're back. Let's see what else Arachnid Youth has to say in the last few. Oh, he mentions his girlfriend, not liking SK stand, even though SK's never demeaned down the LGBTQ, he's just using it as an example of how psychology can be wrong. Whatever, play your petty card again, Arachnid. This time bringing your girlfriend into it, and it sounds like from your argument that your girlfriend's an ass just like you, which is unfortunate, because when I was watching your video of her and being in your server, she looked like a pretty cool person.
Fun fact about Rogal, she's actually non-binary. She goes by they, them, but still goes by she, her pronouns, and is bisexual with a male preference.
Okay, I apologize.
Imagine using the LGBTQ community as an argument because you couldn't accept the fact that you were.
So it's she, her, and they, them pronouns. She, her, and they, them pronouns. Okay, that's cool. Still doesn't change the fact that they're assholes, probably just like you. Just saying.
Wrong. Could not be me. Oh, speaking of my girlfriend. Hey, comic legend, you kind of fucked up trying to drag her into this. Considering the fact you've been nothing but an incel prick to her ever since you met her, several people can attest to this, because when this was brought up, nobody could come to your defense. And then you start hiding behind other people joking around with her. Yeah, this is different. You were 100% a dick, and she did not want to be around you because of that. Hell, her fucking roommate witnessed your bullshit and could not believe her eyes and ears. This also led to her banning you from my Discord server, because, let's be real, you started a fight with another member about Ginny Wakeman. While I do take some blame...
I mean, you're the blame, Arachnid. They're the one that fucking blamed this. Now, I do kind of feel bad because, like, no spouse should really be dragged in to big debates. But, again, if she's here defending you on this fucking case, something like this, or like, you know, anyone else defending her and you on that situation, then it's reasonable to argue back. Because this is, oh god, 1 hour and 36 minutes. I know he's not gonna watch this. He would probably watch this and see how unprofessional I am and try to use me as evidence against SK Following. I don't represent them. I'm a different individual than they are. Yes, I'm more unprofessional, I'm more of an ass, I'm more of a live action hand throw my hands, whatever, more in of my live stream reaction. But, right, I'm still valid in criticizing anyone else. Just like anyone else is valid for criticizing whatever. And I'm doing this reaction video, 1 hour reaction, 2 hour reaction actually, because I'm actually just genuinely disgusted with this video just as much as I was when you were in SK's fucking debate video, and God, it's just pathetic. It's sad, and I might react to your recent YouTube short because I think you uploaded something for YouTube short too, like I have returned, even though like realistically you were only gone for like maybe a few weeks, maybe a month. Like, it's just like not even gone that long enough. And what about your Discord server? I met some people in your Discord server. They were pretty cool. I talked to them, I liked them, I posted stuff, and there was a time before you were exposed, or around the time you were, but I didn't fully understand it, the concept yet, or the context yet. And I was just like, whatever, it might be false allegations. I was giving you the open mindset. I was keeping my mind open. I was giving you a chance, whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I think I might create fan art of Arachnid Youth because I really like his character design. I really like his thing. And then more and more shit piled on to the point like, oh, look at me now making a reaction video on your degeneracy. Fucking a shame. And this is just genuinely annoying for me. I've seen too many content creators I like do this shit, and it's just so tiresome. Okay, let me see if my mask is right. Okay. Yeah, okay, yep. Yep. Hoodless. Just cursed. There we go. Hoodless, which is cursed. Anyway, back into the video. 1 hour and 39 minutes. This is ridiculous that I expanded this video for this long. But I've just been busting down shit, man. And again, his arguments are fucking weak. None of them are good. None of them are even defensible in the slightest. It's CP. It doesn't matter if it's like drawn, cartoon. Look at the cartoon right here. If you're drawing a kid, you're drawing a kid. And if you're drawing a kid like this, then it's an object attraction to the kid. And you can say that your psychologist told you you're not, but that's objectively wrong too. If you're beating yourself, beating your meat, watching porn of this, and defending it. Whatever though, like, whatever. 2 hour YouTube live stream.
Blame for this because I was not paying attention to what was being posted, which led to some borderline NSFW to slip past me. That should have been something you brought to my attention in DMs, not starting a full-on fight in my server. And let's not forget the fact you threatened to kick me out of League Entertainment if I didn't delete the video of me and my girlfriend playing VR chat, because you found it cringe and strawman for wearing a Spider-Gwen avatar when no normal person would give a shit about it. Oh, but apparently Comic Legend did, for some weird fucking reason. And my mistake was briefly giving it to him because I wanted to be such a people pleaser.
What's the situation he's mentioning about Comic Legend now? I just heard VR and League Entertainment.
Attention to what was being posted, which led to some borderline NSFW to slip past me. That should have been something you brought to my attention in DMs, not starting a full-on fight in my server. And let's not forget the fact you threatened to kick me out of League Entertainment if I didn't delete the video of me and my girlfriend playing VR chat, because you found it cringe and strawman for wearing a Spider-Gwen avatar when no normal person would give a shit about it. Oh, but apparently Comic Legend did, for some weird fucking reason. And my mistake.
I still don't fucking really get this. Oh, wrong video. My channel. Yikes, 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 yikes.
Hello, everybody. It's me, your friendly neighborhood.
God damn it. Oh, ignore that. Okay, back here. Sloppy seconds. Yeah, listen to that shit. What was this fucking argument?
Hello everybody, it's me, your friendly neighborhood, and I went on a milk run for quite a bit. It's pretty obvious at this point I stepped away because I was facing some heinous allegations of pedophilia due to an argument about cartoon porn with permanently online Spider-Man fans SK and League Entertainment's own Comic Legend, and my mental state took...
Okay, around here.
By a female family member. The cartoons were the reason why I got raped multiple times by.
You're 100% a dick, and she did not want to be around you because of that.
Let's just go back to this where it was like Comic Legend, the girlfriend dick, and all that. What's he fucking talking about the Spider-Man VR video? Now, maybe I didn't watch it in its fullest, but what time, or maybe I need to rewatch it. But what I've seen, it was just genuinely just fun VR and like Spider-Man. Like, I don't know if it had any real association with what he's been doing here. Maybe it did. Maybe there was some sexualization. I don't know. It could be attributed to the CP problem, but like, if not, then it was just a VR video. I don't know. I've seen it only once, and I haven't even really fully like paid attention to it. I saw the full video, I just never pulled it. Maybe I need to rewatch it. Let's see. But if Comic Legend had a problem with it, then maybe there's something in it that was not supposed to be in it, like a CP shit, like you're defending here. I don't know, you're not really a reliable fucking narrator, Arachnid Youth. Comic Legend, SK, they're all relatable, they're all reliable. You, however, are not.
Hell, her fucking roommate witnessed your bullshit and could not believe her eyes and ears. This also led to her banning you from my Discord server because, let's be real, you started a fight with another member about Ginny Wakeman. While I do take some blame for this because I was not paying attention to what was being posted, which led to some borderline NSFW to slip past me, that should have been something you brought to my attention in DMs, not starting a full-on fight in my server. No, let's not forget the fact you threatened.
Technically, it's not even Comic Legend's fault that he started it in the fucking thing when a lot of the other people in the server being the main attention where most people like you would have, like most Discord owners would be the most attentive at, and besides DMs, would be able to see that shit. So no, that doesn't matter. He could have DM'd you normally or in the Discord, and the Discord was more possible than the server. But it's both Discord. What I'm talking about is both Discord, DM or Discord. It's both Discord, but you can on the server or the fucking DMs.
And to kick me out of League Entertainment if I didn't delete the video of me and my girlfriend playing VR chat because you found it cringe and Strawman wearing a Spider-Man avatar when no normal person would give a shit about it. Oh, but apparently Comic Legend did for some weird fucking reason. And my mistake was briefly giving in to him because I wanted to be such a people pleaser. But I'm glad I never deleted the video like you wanted me to. Oh, by the way, thanks to you, she's also been getting targeted because you were so hungry for that clout. My girlfriend got caught in the crossfire.
What the fuck is going on? Now this becomes more of a personal battle about his girlfriend and Comic Legend. It's just like, I can't really actually have a say and opinion on this because I have no idea what's going on here. But like, the VR video, if there's something inappropriate in there, then Comic Legend has a reason to fucking call it out and tell you to delete it. If not, maybe Comic Legend was kind of being a prick, but I have more faith in him actually having valid criticism for something inappropriate, because truth be told, people can dislike other people's content, but they're not going to harass them normally to take down a video, right? So maybe, or maybe even then, maybe they could like the content, whatever. But if there's something inappropriate, then it's actually a demand to take it down. And from what I've seen, SK calling all of them, from my take it down, you're cringe. No, it's just you're lying, and your problems with this fucking topic right now. That's got SK and Comic Legend against you and all that shit, you asshole. And that's the reason why I'm here too. Actually, I loved your content, but I'm just disappointed in your behavior.
You can't even say that's on me. You posted those knowing full well she was mentioned, and you did it anyway. Because you were the one who didn't think about your actions that could have affected others, all in the name of sweet clout, and in the process, tarnishing League Entertainment. I feel bad for the other guys now that this has happened because they're now associated with a channel that slandered another content creator, and in the process got his girlfriend caught in the crossfire. Yeah, I wonder why you don't have a girlfriend at all. Totally not a mystery to me in the slightest. And finally, the most telling of all, the fact you knew all this, yet you didn't report me to the police or tried to report any of my accounts, because you know full well every negative thing you said regarding me is a bold-faced lie. Only bolstered by inflammatory language in order to get people on your side. Why else would you get upset I stuck by calling it cartoons and fictional characters when you tried calling it CP? It ruins your narrative about me.
Because it is CP? Okay, every single fucking thing I've already said within a 2-hour radius is already something that I've made fucking valid fucking arguments against throughout this reaction that I don't know what else to say. And yes, I will say this with Arachnid Youth, right? There's one thing I do kind of agree with on the slanderization of other channels out of the blue, out of nowhere. My voice changed like 3 times in this stream. But that slanderization only becomes slanderization if it is like false allegations that you actually defend yourself with and actually prove events and not just whatever. Nothing you've said so far you could actually prove yourself with. That's just sad. You know this. And you know this. So again, and why are you still saying it's slander? I'm trying to keep it actually at a fucking decent level where you can actually fully see my body. But my fucking shit's just terrible. Like, I've done this like so many times in today's stream so far. Whatever. But yeah, 1 hour. You know what, let's milk it to 2 hour. Who cares? Oh. It's only a 20-minute video and I want a 2 hour fucking reaction. Because I want to provide my arguments, my points, my reactions. I wanted to make my reactions. I wanted to say my thoughts on this situation. It is CP. It's animated CP. It's cartoon child porn. It's child porn. It's children. There's no change in any of that. No matter what you say, no matter what your defense is, it is weird, it is gross, it is morally wrong. There's nothing that you can change about that. There's nothing you can say that would differentiate from it. Look, new angle. There's nothing you can say that will change my opinion on this matter. You're a creep. But you can change yourself for the better, maybe. But you have to admit your problems. And again, just watch the other few hours of this. Other few minutes of this. You can see my points throughout this entire stream. Granted, maybe I'm hard of hearing because I'm wearing a mask with a bad mic. But yeah, man. Let's see, because he also recently fucking posted like a fucking new YouTube short. Let's go look at that now. Let's go look at that fucking YouTube short now. Oh goody. It's yeah, he put. Hey Arachnid, are you gonna do a new video on Marvel Legends? Wrong one, I think. You know what I'm talking about, though. Fuck. It's around here somewhere. I know that for a fucking fact. Maybe he didn't upload a new short. Yeah, that's the new one. Ah, that's old then. My bad. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with my point against Arachnid Youth. Just creepy, degenerate behavior. Disgusting behavior, pedophilia. He may not be a fucking physical abuser, a fucking predator, but there's a differentiation of predator and pedophilia. And pedophilia is the overall attraction of minors, and he's overall attracted to it if he's watching this porn of the characters in it. And his defense is, oh, it's not CP, it's not cartoon CP. Yes, it is. It's fucking children being drawn. It's imagery being made, drawn in this case, of children in an adult situation of the objective sexualization. It's kids being looted. Penny Parker. Fucking underage minors. That's CP. No matter what you fucking say, Arachnid. That's that shit again. Anyway, yeah, I'm the Gaming Kiburo. You watch my live stream. I've broken the fourth wall maybe a couple of times. Broken the fourth wall a couple times in this. I've broken the fourth wall maybe a couple of times. I've broken the fourth wall. I've broken the fourth wall a couple times in this. I've broken the fourth wall maybe a couple of times. I've broken the fourth wall. I've broken the fourth wall a couple times in this. I've broken the fourth wall maybe a couple of times. I've broken the fourth wall. I've broken the fourth wall a couple times in this. I've broken the fourth wall. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Anyway, anywho, this was a good live stream. Good live stream. 1 hour and 53 minutes. Maybe we can milk it out to 2 hours. You know what? To make me feel better after all this bullshit, maybe we should fucking look at some r/Arkham, maybe, because I could use a good mind wash from that bullshit for Arachnid Youth, you know. Again, not really professional video, just me doing a reaction. So it's Arachnid Youth and P. Diddy. They're the diddlers. r/Batman r/ the fuck. So let's look at some r/Batman Arkham, because I think we all can use this right now. Easter egg hunt is on. Find all 10 eggs hidden in different places and so for a chance to win a special bone prize. April 1st is over in UK. Time for insanity. What if we just pretend that April 1st isn't over just forever? Oh, they're pretending that April 1st. They're doing April 1st where they're pretending to be sane. They're back to being sane. They're back to just being regular Batman fans, regular Arkham, like, you know, subreddit, regular normal Reddit. On April 1st only because it's April Fool's, which, by the way, April Fool's has just been a crazy day today. If there was ever an actual proper 5th game in the series, who a villain that never made a physical appearance in the series I wanted to see, this is not what I wanted to see. I wanted to genuinely see some craziness. I couldn't have waited any other time to do this. Damn you, subreddit. I have a quick question. Why doesn't Batman just call the Justice League for episodes? There we go. Thank you, nice cock. That is what I'm talking about right there. A nostalgic classic. I just had a crazy dream where Batman was named Man and he didn't have the ears and the Joker was named Jonkler. Wild dream. That's actually a Juice WRLD fever dream right there. Thank you. I need to go take a shit. I did not make this character. This is already an existing character. Who is this? Oh my god. Now this is April 1st today. We're all saying for today. Who's this? I found these pills in my drawer. I can't remember what they were before. Okay. Well, that's the Arkham subreddit for April 1st. Should have expected something different than the ultimate gag, the ultimate joke. 2 hours, fuck. I wanted to draw it out for the last 2 minutes of the hour mark. I just do want to draw it out to the last hour mark, the last 2 hours, the last two. I actually want to. Shall we continue with Arachnid Youth? We basically watched the whole video right there, and he just complaining about fucking Comic Legend and his girlfriend and SK and Colin for the rest of the time. So no fucking point in continuing. We've already debunked a lot of his fucking things. I've already made my takes. I've already said my statements. I've already combated against this fucking weird behavior. CP, it's cartoon porn, but it's still CP, it's still children, it's still minors, and that still makes you a pedophile. That's the overall fucking thing that you need to get the attention of. Just found your channel, oh yeah. Anyway, maybe we should finish our Arachnid. Maybe the last few minutes, since I do want to have this be 2 hours long, and I don't know. Let's see. Bitches, you always know I don't wanna blow that snow. Okay. Oh, jeez. About
when you try calling it CP, it ruins your narrative about me. So you try to make me look crazy by jumping through hoops, pulling your hair out when I just take this
we don't
straight
hoops
over a block. Why else would you get upset when I bring sources that back me up?
Yeah,
Why
your
would you
sources
try to downplay
outdated
my
psychology.
irrelevant about the subject because she was participating in weird-ass shipping, yet she has no interest in minors. Oh, you were wrong, but you weren't wrong. No, motherfucker, I was wrong 100%. That's what opened my eyes to this entire argument being bullshit, because I dragged it into the real world, only to realize that none of it has any weight in the real world.
Yes, it does.
None of it matters. It was a waste of time, and on top of that, I was being a bully over an anime shit. You know who cares about this? You know who this matters to? Fucking terminally online losers who care nothing more to get validation and internet points because they have Twitter's acceptable opinion and are so fucking bored they have nothing better to.
It's not terminally online losers, it's just basic online safety in general. And there's this basic understanding of, oh my god, maybe you shouldn't draw fucking kids doing fucking behavior such as this. It's why you think sex stuff is rated TV and A. Sex is an adult thing. Why it's breeding, reproduction, love. Now, love and romance can be for, like, you know, of your age, yeah, so like, oh, you're a teen, 16-year-old, and you love another 16-year-old, whatever, right? But sex is a fucking adult thing, right? Because that's when you're actually bodily ready to do shit. And guess what, motherfucker? Kids are not naturally developed. How many times does people have to tell you that? Which is why this shit is disgusting in all magnitudes. And the comment section's worse. The comment section's genuinely worse. I don't know how that's possible. Like, the comment section is actually genuinely worse. Like, I don't know how that's actually fucking possible. But, like, it's just like, get help, gets help, you weren't supposed to do that. You know, shit like that. And it's just like, wow, that's actually objectively, like, a terrible thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, also my fucking keep tossing around shit. Stop that. I sense a great amount of lies in this vid. Yeah, thank you, Alex Riser. And then the people replying just like, oh my god. Yeah, bullshit. There's some there's people who are reasonably calling him out. There's actual people on SK and my and Colin's side. Well, I'm acting like I'm one of the main characters in this. But, like, you actually see people calling out Arachnid and actually being reasonable and actually having the morals intact. And then you got some Arachnid's defenders just because he's a fucking content creator that they love. Guess what? Guess who else had a lot of fan defending shit on this stuff? EDP. This, again, look at this fucking argument from user PD9. Well, ironic, his name's PD9, so he's already kind of there. Colin thinks drones make you a pedo. It's not just fucking drones. That's what motherfuckers are. Oh my god. It is imagery of a child. It's a baby, it's a kid doing this adult fucking thing, and it's like different than video games. I've already made this argument too many fucking times in this reaction. Fuck Arachnid and fuck his fan base.